guys, it's Danielle with Danielle Gets It Done, and today I'm going to be talking about flying solo with a newborn.
Gonna love you, honey, on and on and on. I'm a morning dove singing out a song.
By the end of this video, I hope that you're going to feel really confident to fly solo with a newborn. Norma is 10 weeks old, and last week we flew to Arizona and back, and it was just her and me. So it's fresh in my mind, and here are my tips. First of all, in the US, if your child is under 2 years old, you don't have to buy them a ticket and they can sit on your lap. If you want them to sit in a car seat on the plane, then you will need to buy them a ticket. But even though you're not purchasing a ticket, you still need to add them to your reservation. I flew Delta and I made my reservation online, but I couldn't figure out how to add her. So I just called and added her to my ticket, and it just said infant on lap, and then it said her name on my reservation. Baby stuff like strollers, car seats, and things of that nature are free to check. So that is super nice because those things really add up and they're quite large. So know that you can check all that stuff for free. You can either check it right away when you check in, or you can keep it in the airport and check it last minute when you board the plane, a gate check. I'm a baby wearer. I just like wearing her and I feel like it's easier for me. So I just wore her throughout the whole airport, boarding the plane, on the plane, etc. And that was super easy for me. But again, if you use a stroller, you can take the baby in your stroller throughout the airport and then just check it right before you board the airplane. I think if you have a baby, you should really take advantage of curbside check-in. They are so nice. They want to help you, and then you don't have to lug all that stuff into the airport. You can tip them if you want to, and it's just so much faster and easier. And since I baby wear her, I wanted to check my car seat right away. So my husband dropped me off right at curbside check-in, and he was able to kind of help me, and we checked our suitcase, our car seat, and our car seat base. And then Norma was in my ergo and my baby carrier, and then I just had her and my carry-on. I'd also keep the carry-on as minimal as possible, not just because of the weight, because you'll be, you're alone with a baby. You want to keep it as easy as possible, but also you want everything easy access because you only have two hands. You can't hand her off to like your partner if you're alone. So you just want everything to, you want to be able to get to everything really easily. All I brought in my carry-on was, unfortunately, I had to bring my laptop. So that was in my carry-on. And diapers for her, plenty of diapers, and 2 outfit changes in case she had a blowout, and an outfit change for me. I think I just brought a shirt for me, and spit up rags and a blanket for her to snuggle with, or if I needed some extra coverage for nursing on the plane. I was really unsure about whether I needed her birth certificate. I was kind of unclear upon researching. I flew Delta. What I've discovered is the TSA doesn't care to see a birth certificate. I think they legally can't ask for a birth certificate for under 16 or 18, which is kind of weird. But your airline might care when you check in. Delta didn't ask me, but my friend Sarah, I think she flew Southwest, and they asked to see a birth certificate. But if they do need a birth certificate, it's usually fine if you just have it on your phone. So I would just snap a picture of it to be safe, and that way you're not traveling with an important document, because if you don't need it, it's just kind of scary to bring because you don't want to lose it. But you could also make a copy and travel with it that way. Another thing I was unsure about was security line, and I was happy to learn that I could baby wear her right through security. So I still had to take off my shoes and put everything else through the security belt, but I got to keep my ergo on, and then I just walked with her through a different security system. They just had me wait, and I went through, and they put that chemical on my hands to check for I'm not sure what, and then we were all clear to go. And hi neighbor. I wore her on the plane, and a tip I kind of screwed up in is if you are gonna wear the baby, keep the baby in the carrier until you're seated and buckled, and then take him or her out if you want to. So it is actually a law or rule that you cannot have them in the carrier for takeoff and landing. I asked one of the flight attendants like what the deal with that was, and I guess it's because you don't want to crush the baby if you crash, but that seems kind of weird to me. So anyways, that is a rule. And you might want to anyways, because it's really nice for them to be either breastfeeding, bottle feeding, or have a pacifier for takeoff and landing, just because of the changes in pressure. It could bother their ears sometimes. But I did have one cute flight attendant on the flight home. She said, I'm telling you that you need to take the baby out for takeoff. That is that's our rule. I'm informing you, but you're the mom, do whatever you want, kind of a thing. So that was kind of funny. So I think actually then I did keep her in the carrier. But otherwise, like I said, it's good for them to be kind of sucking on something for takeoff and landing. Though I feel like this age, their ears aren't bothered as much as when they get a little older, like toddler age. So she was completely fine, and when we landed, she was sleeping and she didn't have a nook in her mouth. And people want to help you. People are really nice. The lady next to me held her so I could buckle up because, again, I had taken her out of the ergo before I buckled. She offered to hold her if I needed to use the bathroom. And just people are nice. And if they cry, I would say 98% of people just are really understanding, and it's mainly stressful on you. So just remember, if your baby's a little fussy, to stay calm, just do everything you can to soothe him or her, but remember that people understand, and it is the hardest on you in that moment. It really wasn't scary or bad at all. I felt empowered, and I really want to encourage you that if you are thinking of flying with a baby this age, but just are a little bit nervous about it, go for it. This is actually a really great age to travel with. I have an older son, and so I can say from experience, him between the ages of 1 and 4 were super difficult, and this age is actually really easy. So take advantage. If you're on maternity leave and have a trip planned, go for it. I don't think you'll regret it, and you'll just make great memories. And when your child is older and you're flying with them and it's a little rocky, you'll think back and wish you would have flown with them when they were a newborn. So that is my video. Leave any tips that you might have below for flying with the newborn. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and whatever your plans are, we hope you get them done. Bye, guys.
Ooh.